Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
We got a preview, then a look back to the weekend for some first week fall sports results here on TV today for the update. Let's start with a look at things for the Gering Bulldogs football team. Last year, Gering finished 2-7, and now the big question for Coach Danny O'Boyle is, will this be the year they start to truly turn the corner as a program?
Yeah, we've kind of been building towards this year. This is my fourth year as the head coach of the program. So these guys were freshmen my first year as the head coach, and it seems like we've been building every single year leading up to this, and we kind of knew as a coaching staff that this could be a big year for us if we were able to retain a lot of these guys' class. And they've done a really good job of keeping each other involved and staying together as a group, which has been able to help us kind of change the mindset and the attitude and the work ethic of this program.
Looks like the Bulldogs will have a solid group of skilled kids trying to figure out that line play early this year on both sides of the ball. One of the real team leaders is senior Grady Robbins, who says a switch in mentality for this team could help lead to more wins.
I think it'll take a lot of hard mentality. A lot of times we end up giving up halfway through the games, and I feel like if we just have the drive and desire to finish, that we'd be able to win games and finish games.
The furthest trip Gering has to make this season is to Ogallala, so the travel sets up well. They'll open against Torrington on Friday as they look to get off on the right foot to build some momentum towards some of those season goals.
We've been kind of looking at the opposing rosters from what they had last year to this year. I think the schedule does set up in our favor with the group that we have, the talent that we have at the various positions. And looking at different matchups with who we bring back versus who teams lose and who they're going to be replacing. I think it sets us up favorably to make a run at having a winning season for sure.
Gering set to open at Torrington on Friday. I hope to catch up with Scottsbluff head coach Judd Hall later in the week to get a look at their opener against Pius coming up on Friday night. Bridgeport got beat at St. Pat's in that lone week 0 game for area teams this past Friday. The WNCC volleyball team got off to a 3-1 start to their season as they played in the Reaver Classic over the weekend in Council Bluffs, Iowa. After a 2-0 day on Friday, including a win over nationally ranked Butler Community College, they then fell to 4th-ranked Indian Hills in a sweep to close out the weekend. The Cougars' home opener coming up tomorrow night against Casper. We'll have that one on KOLT 690, 101.7. Pregame will get underway at 6:45. Softball season started over the weekend at the prep level. Some of the highlights included Gering winning the Aurora invite. They went 3-0 at that invite on Friday. The Dogs are 4-1 through their first 5 games. We'll have their home doubleheader tomorrow against Hershey on KMOR 93.3 beginning at 4:45. Scottsbluff, they went 3-1 with their weekend trip to Lexington. They'll play their home opener tomorrow against Sterling, and then on Thursday it's Gering at Scottsbluff on the Rural Radio Network. That's the latest today from right here at the FNBO Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell.